With 4 modules of Ninjago City, well, technically 5 when you consider the removable half base plate of Zane's Memorial that can be detached from gardens, one would think there would be dozens of possibilities on how to arrange these. However, there are limitations. And in this video, I'm going to cover those limitations, mods on how to expand the connection possibilities, and also my preferred arrangement. Now, before I get any further, let me cover some nomenclature. When I'm referring to the front, I'm referring to the side that has the walkways, both street level and old world level. So when I'm looking at it from the front, this is the left, this is the right. There are 4 modules, 2 corner modules, which are the gardens and the original Ninjago City, and 2 linear modules, which are the markets and the docks. So the first limitation I'm going to be discussing is that you can't just rotate one of these modules around and connect it. Well, you can. It will connect with the Technic pins, but the walkways abruptly end, and it just doesn't make a lot of sense to do it this way. Attaching the right side of the docks to the left side of the markets fits pretty well. The walkways line up and things flow pretty smoothly. Looking at the other side, that knob, that mechanism for the walkway to allow the cable car through on markets, it's a little bit hard to reach, but you still have access. Here's a look at gardens attached to the left side of markets. And again, things look pretty good here. They mesh pretty well. We're now looking at the back side of that same modular configuration. The water lines up well. There's really no major issues. The only issue that I could see is that this knob, again, is hard to access, but you still can access it. Here's a look at how the original Ninjago City connects to the left side of markets, and things blend in really well here too. And everything's fully accessible, and that includes the knob on the back. I'm liking this configuration. So let's review what we have learned so far. Everything can connect to the left side of markets without any issues. Now let's examine what we can connect to the right. We're first going to start off with gardens because at the recording of this video, it is still available for purchase at lego.com, whereas the other 2 over there are retired sets. With Zane's Memorial sandwiched in between markets and gardens, I think it gives a good look. However, there is discontinuity between the walkways on street level. So let me move that out of the way. You could always put that somewhere else or on the other side of gardens. Now, in order to pair these 2 up, I'll have to remove this balcony here. There's a trash can connecting this balcony on. Get that tile up. And this upper balcony, I'll remove that. And then just slide it over there for now. So this connection works well. Everything's flush. The walkways have continuity. Now, there's not a lot of sense having the bench in this little alley and a poster on the wall. And then where that balcony got removed, this one, the door leading out to the balcony is obstructed, and that does not look good. Though we can reattach this balcony on the other side of markets, right here, there's no place to reconnect this one. So just got that left over. So though gardens can connect to markets on either left or right side, I think it's going to work better for me on the left. So next up, we have markets to the original Ninjago City. So here we've encountered an issue. The roof tile here on markets is not letting Ninjago City sit flush and connect. We're seeing about a tile worth of thickness gap right here because of this roof tile. So what are we going to do about it? Well, we can either simply remove that roof tile like so and then push them together, or we can make a mod, which is what I'm going to be showing you in this video. But man, I think it's going to look good if we can make these flush, because you have a karaoke lounge within a short walking distance of a popular restaurant that serves crab. We also have the same issue when it comes to the docks. So if we remove that roof tile there, we can push the bases flush. Now there is a little bit of a gap up here because of a Technic pin. You can probably see in that little crevice right here. So that's the only thing that's kind of preventing this from being completely flush. However, let's focus on one problem at a time and start the mod on this roof. So yeah, sure, you can mock something up and probably make it look really good. You know, putting some water bridges to connect the waterways, the walkways between the modules. And it'd probably work just fine in your Ninjago City. But what I'm looking for at this moment is just a quick fix with a few extra pieces. So what I'm going to do is remove this roof tile and this one on the corner. I'll keep the middle too, because I think that looks fine. And I'm going to be using this sub-assembly I made from an angled plate, a couple tiles, and a connecting plate. So 4 different pieces. And connect that there. Same thing, but a mirror image. And connect it here. And there you have it. I think it looks pretty good. But most importantly, we can slide this over now and have it flush together at the base and all the way up. In addition, I think these extra pieces are cool to have. Like these pieces, I don't have any in my inventory, so they'll work well as like a truck's tailgate or something. Yeah, I like them. With this mod, we are now able to connect docks to markets, and everything sits flush. Look, no crevice. So we didn't really need this pin. I just took it out. So this is where the pin was. And it was holding this little garage door style built roof in place, but hey, we don't really need it. With this arrangement, we have a karaoke lounge next to an arcade. How cool is that? I still prefer the original Ninjago City connected to markets on the right here. So that's what I'm going to go with. And now we've reached the part of the video where I'm going to show you all 4 modular sets connected together in my preferred arrangement. So here it is, my preferred arrangement. So I've got markets in the middle, gardens on the left, city on the right, and docks back behind city there. I pulled the table away from the wall so I can give you a 360 spin. So let's do that. So this layout is what makes most sense to me and the most visually appealing, in my opinion. How you have the tall structures of gardens and city kind of separated, those 2 being corner modules. I think Ninjago City Markets makes a good centerpiece, a place for all of your Ninjago citizens to congregate and assemble there. You know, with its big, wide, open space. It's kind of similar to the assembly square of the modular series. So though, for the most part, all of these sets look great from every side, every angle, they do have a better side to them. So the docks looks more visually pleasing from the backside. So that's why I put it back here at this angle, so that when I'm looking at it from the front, I can still see it and it's not up against a wall. But it is in the back because that is definitely the weakest of all 4 sets. And I think it's a good stopping point in the city for now, to just end right there. Similarly, I think Gardens presents a good end cap on the other side. Something that I just noticed, this girl carrying the ice cream cone, I had her there during the whole video. Well, she actually just came from this ice cream shop. See? Look back there. That's the same ice cream dessert that she just ordered. So she comes from the markets, but the ice cream cone, you know, was a reference to Gardens. That's pretty cool. Now down here, I think this extra 2x4 plate is not necessary. I'm going to remove that. And also that handrail is not doing too much for me. I'm going to take that out and put some steps in so we can better access the bakery. There we go. I think that looks better. Now, if we follow the pathway, you know, either the lower pathway or the upper one, we'll move on into the original city. And I think it transitions pretty nicely there. And then over around the corner, we'll transition into docks. Let me get some better lighting over here. It was a no-brainer for me to put docks to the right of city, simply because the comic book store is right next to the arcade, which I think is suiting. Plus you have the working ATM. Let me see if I can get this to activate. So yeah, got the money, and then you take that money, come down here to the soda dispensing unit, put that money in, and you've got yourself a soda. I think things flow even nicer on the back sides of the modules. You've got, in the city module, the docks starting here, and then the rest on the docks module, of course. And I really like how Markets has this notched sidewalk. So you have this nice little waterway running between all 3 of these modules. So you may have noticed the green brick being interviewed by the news reporter. So what are they talking about? Well, they're talking about the development of Ninjago City, specifically all of this white area back here. So I've got some ideas and some plans, but that's for another video. So I'll talk to you soon.